First place that I owned was called The Spot. Actually, it was called ESP. And it was a supper club with Lee Schrager and Nicky Von Charner, who's passed on now, my ex-partner. And we opened a supper club before its time in 1990. It was not a success, failed there, and reopened it with a concept that I found around in LA and New York that wasn't being done in Miami, which was rock and roll diner with my best friend Mickey Rourke. We opened in 1991. We called it The Spot. It was super successful from 91 to 94.
When the Spot first opened, it was, the beach, it was still kind of sleepy. It wasn't like it became. It was normal. It was like a regular, we'd have people coming and going. It wasn't a big deal. And one night, Ish, who owned Wings of Steel, for some reason, they wanted to do like an outdoor barbecue, like a block party. And it was a really cool motorcycle shop. And at that time, we used to call them Rolex riders, because the whole motorcycle Harley Davidson thing got hot, because Carrie Otis, Mickey's girlfriend at the time, did a Calvin Klein campaign, which was huge. And she was on a motorcycle, and then all of a sudden, everybody was into motorcycles. Now, Mickey and them were always into bikes, and him and his brother were into bikes. They were like real biker guys. But, and so it worked out beautifully, because at that time, it got hot. Ish had a cool shop. So he decided to have like this block party.
You had the bikers, you had Mickey's gang, the Hells Angels, Ish or Wing Steel. You had Picture Perfect Judd and Allison, who was a partner. You had a bunch of models.
They shut down, they kind of shut down the block. It wasn't a lot of people. It was a decent amount of people. And they had one of those 55-gallon drums cut in half, like for a grill. And it was like kind of in front of the spot where the alley was in between the two. So, we're kidding around. We're like flipping the burgers, whatever, because we're working the door. It wasn't like it was crazy. So all of a sudden, Mickey comes out and he sees the thing and he goes, "Oh, let me flip some burgers." Like, live the dream, guy, flip some burgers. So he starts flipping burgers. Some AP photographer, we didn't even know, whatever, because, it wasn't a big deal, got a picture of Mickey flipping the burgers. Well, the press ran with it. Mickey Rourke is in South Beach. He owns this club. Here he is flipping hamburgers in front of the Spot. I guess they said on Espanola Way, blah, blah. The next weekend after it ran, literally, there were 10,000 girls with visions of 9.5 weeks running through their goddamn heads because wanting to meet Mickey Rourke. The funniest part was, at that time, Mickey was wearing like this hooded sweatshirt. He was all greasy, trying to be a boxer. He was standing right next to me at the door, because you should just hang out right in front. And all these girls are, "I know Mickey, I know Mickey." He's standing right next to me. They don't even recognize the fucking guy, because all they're thinking of is Pope of Greenwich Village Mickey, and Meanwhile, it was the funniest thing. Even guys coming up, "Oh yeah, I'm Mickey's friend, blah blah." But literally, they had to shut down the block.
It was something else. I mean, I was literally selling shots of Jägermeister and tequila in the middle of the room. I wasn't even bartending there yet. I just wanted to get in. They're like, "Okay, we need somebody to sell shots," and it was insane. Line out the door till way after 5 o'clock in the morning. I mean, that was probably the craziest times. It was the Spot.
I remember some nights at the Spot. Gary James, my very close friend and brother, who was definitely one of the pioneers, opened up the Spot. This crazy little hole in the wall.
We had a little office upstairs. We had a lot of interesting stuff going on out there, that's for sure. Definitely.
You want to elaborate?
I don't want to get into it, but we had just about everybody up there at some point, having fun, especially with Mickey when he was in town. Johnny Depp, Mick Jagger, Billy Idol. We had The Cure. We had all of U2 up there and having fun for.
If you named the celebrity and the model, you'd be sitting right next to them.
I was upstairs at the Spot. It was Mickey Rourke, Johnny Depp, David Keith, I remember the cast from 90210 showed up, and they thought they were all cool, and everybody was throwing stuff at them and laughing at them, and they were all like scared for their lives.
But I saw things at the Spotlight I've never seen. I mean, that's where I really was like initiated into South Beach culture, you know, and what we were creating. I mean, we were creating it. I don't think it was something that had ever happened before. I never saw some of the things. I mean, there was celebrities coming in, there was locals, everybody was mixing with everybody. People were having sex on the dance floor. I mean, people were going down on each other at the bar in the dark corner. I mean, you could pretty much do anything. There was nothing that you couldn't do. Nobody would stop you. There was nobody to stop you, you know, and nobody was really cared either. Everybody enjoyed each other. I mean, it was really fun. You know, everybody had a good time. And nobody was hurting each other. I don't remember any major violence. You know, I mean, bouncers would have to kick people out because, of course, you know, people got a little drunk, stoned, you know, high, and all of the above.
I mean, those bartenders at the end of the night, their tips, they would take turns who would count the tips because the other bartenders wanted to go home. So they would give a cut to whoever would do the actual counting because it was so much money at the end of the night. It was in a black hefty bag, like a lawn bag.
The spot was wild. Wild times with Gary. I mean, we're like family still. Every single person that worked at the spot, I'm still like pretty much family with.
You know, I mean, I literally, working the door at the spot, I had guys pull guns on me because I wouldn't let them in. And then, of course, I'd let them in because I'm like, yeah, this guy's paying me $8 an hour and you're going to shoot me? Yeah, come right in. He's upstairs if you want to talk to Gary. Yeah.
I mean, that place just took off like overnight.
You know, oh, I'm friends with Gary, and this guy's gonna pull out a gun. I'm like, why do you have to pull a gun on me? I'm gonna let you in.
Bathroom was the worst place in the
It
world.
worked. The bathroom was
That was the worst place in the world.
What about the bathroom at the spot? The one bathroom at the spot. That was just insane.
The bathroom situation at the spot was, you know, horrible. They only had one small little bathroom. So literally, you could be on that line for half hour, 40 minutes. And, you know, that was the joke. Like, you could, you know, meet your future ex-wife in the time that it took to go to the bathroom.
There's bathrooms better than that in Bangladesh.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
yeah, come on.
Literally, people would hook up on that line just waiting to use the bathroom. And then they were smart. What they eventually did, where the pool table used to be, they actually built a bar there. So it was right next to the bathroom. So at least you could order a drink while you were waiting a half hour to take a pee.
You know what? If the bathrooms is still a piece of shit in that place.
Yeah, it's the worst in the world.
People would just start pissing in beer bottles, and girls would piss and, you know, right out. And I'm like, oh. So it got ugly.
You would just die if you fell down in there. You'd have to go get a tetanus shot or something.
You know, it got really, and then people would be pissing in the alley, and then the cops started clamping down about that. So it became this madness.